England have lost in India on a turning wicket. Can't believe it. A Bunsen burner nice little turner was prepared for the third test match between India and England. As David Lloyd said, there actually isn't a wicket on the pitch. There's just stumps either end. Having played cricket in Ahmedabad, I can vouch that could well be the case. When I played there, it was a dust bowl and the guy fielding at mid-on was fielding at cover in my game. There was also barbed wire for the boundary. But the game has come under huge scrutiny. The test match was over in under 2 days. The third umpire appeared to rush some key decisions. England have come out and said the third umpire favoured India. And not surprisingly, Virat Kohli came out and said the pitch was alright. Would it be alright if he scored 27 runs every test for the next 10 tests? Maybe not. This is Leading Edge Cricket and today we are going to take a look at the third test match between India and England. If you do enjoy the video guys, please leave a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're brand new around here. Let's get into it. The scene is set. It's the next great Indian escape. They've done it in Australia, didn't they, Tim?
Wait till you get together.
1-0 down against England. Pull it back to 1-1 and we need a Bunsen burner for the third test in Ahmedabad. England batted first, 112 all out in 48 overs. They won the toss. And quite rightly, the right thing to do is win the toss and look to make sure you're not batting fourth on the fourth or fifth day where the ball is really turning, as opposed to day one and day two of this pitch. Zach Crawley quite potentially may have had a coming of age moment. He looked assured and poised and every inch a test match opener in the first innings for his score of 50. That cannot be said for fresh off the plane Johnny Bairstow. Bairstow batting at 3 where he had some success in Sri Lanka has now not passed 50 since the Ashes in 2019 against Australia 7 test matches ago and has batted at 4 different positions. He also hasn't averaged over 40 since 2016 in a test match calendar year. But with someone's misfortune has to come someone's moment, and that moment was Axar Patel. In his second test match, he skillfully and attackingly took 6 for 38 against England, supported hugely by Ravi Ashwin at the other end, who took 3 more wickets. The turn and bounce of Axar was absolutely beautiful, but it was the balls that go straight on with a world-class arm ball that is causing England problems and picking up the wickets. I see Ian Bell didn't... Oh, it's not Ian Bell. It's Ollie Pope. Either way, he got caught on the crease. Pope is such a wonderful cricketer to watch, but currently is struggling to cement his place in this England team. Closing out the day at 99 for 3, India had a firm control on the game. However, they did lose Virat Kohli before the close, who kindly this time decided to walk after being bowled. Thank you, Virat. Sharma and Rahane started day 2. Jack Leach got them both in back-to-back overs. A huge moment that opened the door for the destructive spinner, Joe Root. Skittled 145 all out, a lead of 33, and Joe Root is on fire and takes the ball and says, "Thank you very much. That is 5 wickets." Pant goes caught behind. Sundar goes. Graham Swan-esque delivery. Patel, Ashwin and Bumrah all threw away their wickets, but it did give Joe Root 5 for 8. The least amount of runs scored for a spinner taking 5 wickets in a test match. Quite incredible. Joe Root, record breaker with the ball. Bowling spin. England couldn't quite capitalise on the momentum that they've made, and India's world-class spin attack took the England batting lineup apart again. 81 all out. No seamers required, lads. Axar Patel would take another 5 wickets, taking his match haul to 11 wickets. 1170 being the cheapest 10-wicket haul by an Indian ever. Talking of records, Ashwin took 4 wickets, moved into the 400 club. Murali, Ashwin, 72 tests, 77 tests. The 2 fastest to 400 ever. It is India's ability to turn the ball in turning conditions, but also they don't bowl many bad balls that really release the pressure. England scratching their heads about how to work out how to score runs, and by the time they may have potentially worked it out, the straight ones coming from Axar Patel and their LBW. And India would confirm victory and take a 2-1 lead thanks to some beautiful batting from Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill. A quite miraculous turnaround from 1-0 down 3 weeks ago. Axar now has 18 wickets in the first 2 test matches of his career, including 3 5-wicket hauls. There is no doubt about it, the last 2 test matches, India have been the best team on the pitch. Pitch is what's causing the problem. This game was the 7th shortest all time in terms of balls bowled, and the shortest since World War II, or 1931 to be precise. One of the best things in cricket is there are different pitches and environments all around the world. Circular. In England, the ball will seam and swing, same in New Zealand. Australia, there's pace and bounce. In the subcontinent, it will spin. In the West Indies, Sabina Park, it may take your head off. But there isn't anything in the rules of cricket or the guidelines provided by the ICC that say that pitches can't be doctored to suit their home environment. It doesn't talk about the contest between bat and ball, it talks about it being dangerous. The document last updated in December 2020 says that each ground becomes the ground authority. They are responsible for preparing the pitch. The umpires are the only people and sole responsibility for judging whether it is fit for purpose. If at any point on the field the umpires decide it's too dangerous or unreasonable for play for the match to continue, then this sparks off a sequence of events where potentially the pitch could be repaired, looked at, moved, or the match abandoned. The emphasis on when this has been done in the past has been always around danger, not about the quality of the pitch or the quality of the cricket that can be played on the surface. The ICC do review every single game of international cricket from test matches to one-days to T20s and rate them on the following scale. Very good, good, average, below average, poor, and unfit. These reports can take about 6 to 8 weeks to come out, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they score this pitch. And it does seem to cause polarising views. Alistair Cook's come out and said that he doesn't quite know how he would bat on that surface, and this man has 10,000 runs. Rob Key said that the test match pitch wasn't up to standard. But don't think it's just the English that like to complain. Sir Geoffrey Boycott. There's nothing in the rules that says what type of pitch should be prepared. We had first choice to bat on the surface, and they were better than us. Simples. Boycott does make a valid point. The pitch is the same for both teams who are on it, and England had the first opportunity to bat. It wasn't a good wicket, it wasn't a 5-day wicket, but it wasn't a all-out for less than 200 in 2 innings wicket. England's fundamental problem lies in the fact that they've been bowled out for less than 100 6 times since 2018. And since the introduction of Shane Warne back in the early 90s, England haven't been able to play spin as well as some of the other countries around the world. But don't worry, luckily the 4th test is around the corner and it's in... oh god, it's in Ahmedabad. Let me know your thoughts of what you think about the pitch and whether there was an issue around with the 3rd umpire. The 4th test match is a great opportunity for India to close out a magnificent series victory and book themselves into the World Test Championship final against New Zealand to be played at Lord's. See if that's spin. If you have enjoyed this video, boys, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're brand new around here, and why not check out some of the other content around the channel. An interview with Australian great David Hussey, or us ranking every single opener for England since 2012. You've been legends, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.